So last night in this game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Ayo Dosunmu scored 40 points on 75% from the field, which is impressive. So 75% of the shots that he took went in, and he scored 43 points, hit 5 for 5 on threes, and 10 for 10 at the stripe, which I know my producer loves because free throws are free. That's right. So he's balling out. He's 26 years old. If you're a Chicago Bulls fan, you probably hate the fact that he's balling out right now because he's 26 years old and you didn't get a first round pick for him. Gave him away for some pocket lint and a paperclip. So he is now obviously the MVP of this game, probably the MVP of the series. He's put up like almost like 70 points in the last 2 games. And oh wow, look at that. Super rare, folks. This is a stoplight. This is what I love to see. So this is when the Wolves fans, who are the teams of the, and this way, I've never seen this kind of stoplight. It's usually green for the winners, yellow for the neutrals, and then red for the losers. In this case, Wolves fans, for some reason, are not happy. Don't feel like a win at all. Wow. I would love to know why. Oh, I know why. Yes. That's so true. So in this game, Ant-Man and Dante DiVincenzo seriously injured. Not Ant-Man, not seriously, but I think definitely something to monitor. Dante DiVincenzo tore his ACL, though. I do know that. So I totally understand and appreciate that sentiment there from Jesus Hayes. So, okay. So to the videotape we go because, of course, we had some drama in this one. So game is in hand, right? And Jaden McDaniels, who has been like the main instigator, the main, I would say, just like somebody who's going to get under, like in the, not an instigator, but just like in the way that they are able to affect the mental game, especially for Joker. He goes and like scores with 2.8 seconds left. Here's how that plays out.
In a contest that will be forever known as the Ayo Dosunmu game, Jokic and McDaniels square up.
So let's get a better view of that whole interaction with Jokic commentary.
Why were you so upset with the McDaniels layup?
Because he scored and everybody stopped playing. Come on, guys, you saw it. What happened?
Jokic is pissed.
Do you regret
Look at his eyes.
Daniels, or do you feel like you had to do that to stand up for your team?
I don't regret.
I don't regret.
You view that just kind of as an unwritten.
I feel like that wasn't just in this moment. I just don't think Jokic regrets, period. I don't think this man has regretted anything in his life. I just don't. I feel like that's just not the way that Jokic lives. I don't regret. It's like, I just don't know what that is.
Do you regret confronting McDaniels, or do you feel like you had to do that to stand up for your team?
I don't regret.
I don't regret. It's just like more of like a prophetic statement than it was, I think. I don't think the reporter realized that. So that happens. And then you had McDaniels actually got interviewed in the locker room rather. And poor Ayo Dosunmu, it's like supposed to be about his historic night and the Wolves winning. But obviously with these two teams in their history, look at the slow-mo here. They really
takes the shot. I mean, Jokic clearly wanting to find out. The two of them shove.
And look, there's unspoken rules in every sport. In football, in baseball, in basketball, there are unspoken rules.
And here's the key thing to look to. How many players left the bench?
Uh-oh. Said, get out of here, man. What are you doing, man?
Well, the league office is going to
Come
have a
on,
lot of film
man.
review over the next.
Unspoken rules. Jefferson has a point. Like, there's unspoken rules. You don't, when the game is in hand, you're not trying to score points for just the sake of scoring points. That's obviously a no-no. And, you know, Jokic, who plays the game, quote unquote, the right way, you're definitely going to take that guy off if you are running up the score, especially on a night where, you know, or in a series where, like, you kind of got to conserve your energy here.
Nah, I don't know what he said, to be honest. I just seen someone that was big as hell.
Ready, guys.
Nah, the clock still be running, so I'm about to go score.
It's pretty arrogant from him, but I feel like that's his whole MO. So they asked him what he thought, or did he see Jokic coming? He's like, no, I just saw a guy who was big as hell. And then they asked, you know, do you know what you were doing? And he's like, oh, there was still time on the clock, so I scored. It's like, all right, guy. But I feel like that's the Minnesota Timberwolves kind of have that attitude. They just, like, don't care. You see Ant-Man at the presser, just, you know, he curses a lot, wears the glasses. He's like, you know, just a young guy. He's got a little bit of attitude about him. I also found this little soundbite from Julius about Ayo Dosunmu. They asked him what he thought about his teammate and his performance, specifically about his skill, and did he know if Ayo was that good?
Julius, with Ayo, what did you know about him before he came here, and what have you learned about him?
I didn't know he was that damn good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't remember playing it. I was in the East, but I don't remember playing against him as much. Like I feel like when I was in the East and he was with Chicago, like that was like those DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine teams. So it was kind of like, you know what I mean? I don't know if the opportunity was there as much, but damn, I'm glad we got him.
Interesting that he didn't use the Knicks name there when I was in the East. When you were with the Knicks, bro? When you were with us? When you were at the Mecca? Is that what you meant to say? Did you not remember because you were disassociated? Interesting. Anyway. Okay, Julius, we'll see it. We'll see you out there. And that is that. So they take a commanding 3-1 lead in that series. Game 5 goes back to Denver. Denver's in trouble, backs against the wall. We'll see how Joker and co respond. All right.